Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Amaar Iftikhar, and I'm going to give the presentation on deep learning in artificial intelligence. First of all, I'm going to give you a little introduction about my table of contents. Table of content include introduction, machine learning, deep learning, difference. After my presentation, you will be able to make difference. Next, origin, lost in parameter, future in deep learning. Let's start my presentation. I will start my presentation with the definition of AI. We all know about artificial intelligence. What is AI? AI is an ability of a computer or machine to perform tasks which will require a human-like intelligence. Let's begin forward and into the types of AI. What are the types of AI? I have specifically narrowed down to 6 types of AI. First of all, it's a narrow or weak AI, general or a strong AI. The other one is a supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement learning, and then it comes with the deep learning. Let's begin with the explaining with the AI levels. First of all, there are 5 AI levels: reactive AI level, limited memory, theory of mind, self-awareness, and then come the sentience. Reactive is that the level which responds to stimuli of its environment, and it has no environment and no previous experience. Limited memory is the system that can remember from its past experiences. Theory of mind can understand that other entities has its own beliefs, thoughts, and desires. We all know that the theory of mind is an AI that is an ideal one. We are still working on that. So self-awareness. Next comes the self-awareness. Self-awareness is the AI that is aware of its thoughts, beliefs, and has its divine desires and awareness of its environment. Sentient is capable of subjective experience and exhibits its conscious. We are using in deep learning the sentient AI system is using in deep learning. Machine learning is a method of teaching computers to learn and make decisions based on the data set without being explicitly programmed. It involves the training of the data sets. It is used to make predictions or decision making based on new data, new input data. Machine learning includes many other supervised learning models, label models. Let's talk about the big data. Big data is the data which can also be used in machine learning. Machine learning with the information of big data, we do not have to explicitly program our machine. Let's talk about the 7 steps of machine learning. First of all, it comes with the definition of the problem. First of all, our machine will define our problem. It's let's suppose it's a mathematical error or a physical problem. Preparation of the data. On the next step, the machine learning involve cleaning and pre-processing of the data, as well as selecting which features is going to be used to train the model. Choose an evaluation matrix. The matrix is used to measure the model's performance on the training data and to compare performance of different models. Training algorithm. Let's talk about training algorithm. Training algorithm has an algorithm to choose from. It is the step of machine learning which involves the different algorithm and let him select from the different algorithms prepared according to its problem. Train the model. Training the model includes the preparation of the data and which algorithm is fit for its model and which algorithm is going to use and train the model. Evaluation of the model. Evaluation it is the simple step includes the evaluation of metrics and fine-tuning model. It is the last step, which includes the last works and output works on output and in other models. Let's talk about deep learning. Actually, my topic was the unreasonable effectiveness of deep learning in artificial intelligence. I will begin with the definition of deep learning. We all know that deep learning is a subfield of machine learning, which is inspired by the structure and functionals of the brain. Specifically, the neural networks of the brain. It involves the training of artificial neural networks on large data sets, allowing the network to learn and make decisions on its own. Let's talk about the multiple layers of multiple layers of deep learning. I have taken three. First of all, input layer. As from its name, we know it takes the input and process it. And hidden layer can include many different layers according to the data set that is going to perform our algorithm. Output layer shows the output. Next slide, please. Sure. Let's talk about the types of deep learning. Deep learning types have the CNNs, RNNs, autoencoders, and GNS. CNNs, convolutional neural network, convolutional neural network are commonly used for imaging and video recognitions. RNNs are designed to process the sentinel data and process the natural languages. Autoencoders, from its name, we know it use the encoding to reconstruct original data and perform its operations. GNS is the type that consists of two networks, generator and discriminator. Generator is used in zero-sum games and etc. Discriminator learns from its distinguished data and it's from previous synthetic data and involves its operation. Next slide. Let's talk about origin of deep learning. We can say that the deep learning has been around from 1940s, but the actual idea began to take off from 1990s, from when the powerful computers came and the work on the large data sets began to take off. The idea of deep learning started. We can say that it started from 1990s, but the idea of creating machine that has its own thoughts or has its own mind has been around from 1940s. Since the beginning of the modern age. Let's talk about the loss in parameter. Loss in parameter is the article that the research paper that I have taken. There is an article about loss in parameter. Here, the writers had explained too much of that, but I have given a little about weights and bases to know the simple concept of loss in parameter. Loss in parameter is we can say that the definition of include mathematicals like 2D dimension and 3D dimensions. Loss in parameter. Parameter is the value that is learned by the model during training. These values are used to make prediction or decision based on that data. Weight and basis. I have used two weight and basis. There are 2D dimension and 3D dimension including the dimensions, but I have skipped those. Let's talk about weight. Weight is the connection of strength between neurons and different layers of the network, which determines more influence, and each neuron has output of the network. Bases. Bases are the interceptors of the neurons in the network that are used to shift the activation. Future of deep learning. I have two things in my mind. I have option one that to discuss the future of deep learning according to the research paper I have taken, and the other thing was to discuss the future of deep learning according to our own era, according to 2023. So, but I have taken the option number 1 in my mind, and taken the future and taken the research paper and the future of deep learning is discussed in the future in that paper. First of all, there are a few things that he discussed in my paper. That future will begin to take off in the future of deep learning include natural language processing. So that is all from my end. Jazakallah and have a nice day.